Well, hello and welcome to day 71 of your 100-day results challenge. Now, obviously today's video is going to be a little bit different, and there's a very specific reason for that. I'm a little bit more casual, I'm sitting down, because I just want to chat with you for a second. You see, up to this point, you have 70 days of results creation. That means that we're down to the last month of your 100-day results challenge. So everything that we've done up to this point has been laying the foundation. It's been building the groundwork so that this last month, these last 30 days, you can take everything we've covered and amplify it and pump it full of some steroids and make this thing go. Because what I wanted to do today is just review. I thought, look, we've gone over a lot of content. Let's just pause for a minute and let's review, because the review is going to be essential to tomorrow's video, where I'm going to introduce what the last 30 days are really going to look like for you. I'll give you a teaser right now. So everything we've done up to this point has been foundational. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to introduce to you a very specific step-by-step process tied to step-by-step principles you must understand and master, so that over the next 30 days, you're going to be able to really go after that one result. The one thing that you really feel like could be a difference maker for you. So today, let's just pause. Let's just relax, and let's just review what we've covered so far. So in week 1, we talked about being results-minded over setting goals. Just a brief reminder, it's the idea that if we can create a positive set of results, we can teach ourselves that we have the ability to go and create whatever result we want. In week 2, we talked about how to master time. We talked about your ability to take time and view it differently and interact with it differently, so that ultimately you realize that you can become the master of time as opposed to letting time kind of master you. In the 3rd week, we talked about the power of words. And we did some associations, and we talked about how the words that we use, both in thought and in actual vocal use, can have a huge impact on our ability to create results. In the 4th week, we talked about reacting to or creating results. In fact, it wasn't just the 4th week, it was actually the 4th and the 5th week. This was really kind of the 4th real big principle that we taught, which is you are either creating results or reacting to the results that are happening to you, and we began to give you that ability to shift into how to be a results creator versus a results reactor. The 5th principle that we really covered was managing relationships, and we had to go and serve, and we had to go and do some really remarkable things with people in your life in a variety of different categories that really care for you. Now, the reason we did that is if you're not clear on who your key relationships are and how you can build relationship capital, you don't have the ability to create long-term results. You've got to have a support group around you. The 6th big principle we covered was this idea of overcoming limiting beliefs. That we have these beliefs that have been created for many, many years. Many of them run unconsciously, subconsciously. We don't even realize they're affecting us. And we talked about how we overcome those limiting beliefs and what those are, and gave you some steps on how to get over those and break through those limiting beliefs so you have the ability to go and create results. The 7th big topic we covered was this idea that if you can love yourself, you can increase self-esteem. And if you can increase self-esteem, you have the ability to believe in yourself, which means that belief will drive you to go and create results. The 8th thing we talked about was getting gritty. And we talked about how this idea of passion and purpose can combine to give you the stick-with-itness, right? That tenacity to never stop, so that you can really truly achieve that result that you want. And the last thing that we covered most recently was how you find your purpose. See, we had to help you understand that results are different than goals. And then we had to help you understand how to master time and master the way that you talk and think, so that you have the ability to begin creating the results in your life that you wouldn't really want to create and not reacting to them. And once you could figure that out, we had to make sure you were clear on your relationships, because if you're clear on your relationships with others, you can get clear on the relationship with yourself, so you can love yourself and have that self-esteem. Once you have that ability to have the self-esteem and have the relationships and the understanding of of how to go create results, now you can really get focused and tap into that tenacity and grit that you have so that you can ultimately find your purpose and go shift your life in a way that allows you to create unlimited positive results from now till forever. So here's the result for today as we kind of conclude this review. I know it's a little bit longer than normal, but I wanted to make sure that we could really talk about where we've been and where we're going. So here's the result for today, okay? I want you to take out your results journal and I want you to reflect briefly on each of the 9 topics I just covered. Okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to think back about one new result that you created during each one of those segments, right? I want you to think about when we were talking about time, what was something you did to shift so that you could master time? When we were talking about creating results as opposed to reacting them, what's one thing that you did to really shift your life? And I want you to go back and think about what did I do during those 9 topics to make a shift and create a new result? Because if you haven't been, then we really got to make sure that you're going to make shifts for the last 30 days so that you can really achieve the results that you want. So I want you to think about what's one big result that you really did and that stuck for the last, 10 weeks that we've been doing this, all right? Then finally, I want you to take those 9 topics that I just gave you and I want you to rank them in order of which has been the most important for you. You've got to get to know yourself if you're going to get to know your ability to create results. So I've attached below just a list of the topics that we've covered. And I want you to think about a result that you created in each one of those topics, and I want you to write about it in your results journal, and then I want you to rank those 9 topics in order of most important, number 1, down to what's been the least important for you, number 9. There's no right answer. I just want you to get clear on the journey you've been on. So tomorrow, I can introduce where we're going to go from here. So the last 30 days of this challenge will be the biggest game-changing, earth-shattering movement that you've ever achieved and that you've ever created. The kind of results that you've always sought in your life but maybe never been to achieve are going to be achieved over the next 30 days. But we've got to get clear on where we've been so we can get clear on where we're going. You ready? We'll see you tomorrow, where we'll be back at it, introducing what the next 30 days are going to look like. All right? See you then.